Gemini, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early May 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business here, my friends, as always, and start off with an oracle card just to test out the energy before we fully get underway for the lovely Geminis out there. Hope you're all doing fantastic because it's almost Gemini season. We're a couple weeks away. Guides, talk to me. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'm going to pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot just to see what type of shadows might be around you or what shadow work you might want to lean into, which is always very interesting. But let's get this first card out here. What do we got for Gemini? Guides, talk to me. Thank you. Okay. Okay, this is giving me real director or somebody trying to control a situation, whether it's you needing to put control. We'll talk about it because you see that puppeteer, and that's always very interesting. I haven't seen him show up in a reading in quite a while. Now, before we fully dive in here, if you're new, Gemini, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle's @KyleofCups. Please feel free to shoot me a tweet. But into the reading we go. You look at the imagery here, you see that individual there, there's various puppets and they're doing some sort of play. So hopefully this isn't somebody doing something just for appearances. Some of you might have individuals in your life, you might feel like they're putting on a show of some kind. Obviously that's not for every single Gemini. But to me, this is more about control, similar to the Emperor type of energy. So there might be a certain situation that requires you to step in and put your control on it, put your stamp, your mark. Hopefully nothing's like spinning a little out of hand, spinning out of control, but these are the topics I think of. Not quite strategic, but this is talking about control in some form or fashion. So hopefully there's nobody like trying to micromanage you or control your outcomes when we have a card like this. We're going to keep it moving though, because that could be a good energy if you're getting your wife under control, if you're getting situations under control. Let's get into tarot here. And I'm going to start you off with 3 in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify as always. Let's shuffle it up one time for the lovely Geminis. My guides, talk to me. What do we got? So yeah, last week's reading was titled A Sudden Shift. Okay, so things might be changing around you. You might be wanting a change. Things happening very suddenly. So hopefully nothing rough or rugged has happened. The week before that was an explosive talk, and I've been seeing a lot of surprising volatile energy around the Gemini collective. So hopefully that hasn't been the bad side of that. Change can be very good, okay, depending. But you know energies are always shifting in different directions. Let's see what we have for you this week. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords. So this might be communication. This might be talking about your mind state. Let's get 2 more out here. Okay, I always like to start off a reading with an ace. That's always good to me. We got the King of Pentacles here in position number 2. Let's get 1 more out. That could be good. Talk about control whenever we have king type of energy, and we got the 7 of Pentacles. We could be talking karmic stuff here, but notice that 2 of the elements we have are pentacle cards, that earthy stuff. A lot of you might have a big focus on your money or earthly situations, whether it's work and your material abundance. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. Position number 1, I find this a very intriguing card to start off, the Ace of Swords. Now, all aces are opportunities. That could be good. You might have various opportunities coming your way. This is the sword of truth. Okay, so you might be very truthful and honest and stern in your ways here. You know what I think of the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. They're no nonsense, no BS. This is air type of energy. This could speak about your mental state. You might be having realizations, seeing the truth of things. Sometimes this card could even talk about cutting certain things out of our life. Okay, but it could just be a talk, an honest, stern type of talk. Moving to the center, we got the King of Pentacles, pardon me. Now, if this isn't an earth sign in your life, this could represent a father figure in your life. The King of Pentacles is very stern, very sturdy, and stable. Okay, this could speak about material abundance, like I was already talking about. Shot caller type of vibe, so the control aspect we're seeing very early in the beginning. In its negative sense, this could be somebody who's being a bit too stubborn. So there might be certain individuals that are like throwing their foot down, saying, all right, that's it. I'm being stern, strict in my ways. We're going to keep it moving because that could also be the reverse. It really depends on what clarifies these cards to give us more detail. But moving to the very back end, we got the 7 of Pentacles. Generally, a card of patience. A lot of you might have an interest in gardening when a card like this shows up. I know that's an interesting message to hear in a tarot reading, but when I see this card, I think of gardening. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience, planting seeds and watching them grow. So your patience might be tested in various different ways. A lot of you might be reaping a harvest of some sort, but in the karmic sense, this could be a card of what you put forth, you get back in return. What you put out there, that's what you get back. So it could just be karmic cycles, karmic situations here. We're going to dive deeper on all this, Gemini. Let's jump in and clarify. So let's put that down there. We're going to shuffle this up one time. And as I already mentioned, there's so much pentacle energy here. Your money, work situations, those could be heavily on your mind. But let's get it going. Let's shuffle it up one time, my guys. What do we got for Gemini, please? And yes, Gemini, this is where I go intuitive, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this Ace of Swords. Let's see what's up with that. And as always, feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling anything from the spread, you could drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. So why is this Ace of Swords here for my friends? Okay. Okay. Yeah, there might be someone in your circle that's acting a little bit out of line. We have the Lovers in reverse. Okay. Yeah, somebody might take you out of like your normal... Like if you're a serene type of individual, if you're a patient type of individual, there might be somebody that like takes you out of that mode. There might be someone that steps on your toes. We have the Lovers in reverse. And as you know, that's a very important card in Gemini reading because that's a card that represents you. So when I see it in reverse under this Ace of Swords, yeah, you could absolutely be having some kind of situation with somebody for sure. I want to see how the rest of this plays out. But yeah, there might be someone that gets a little tongue lashing from you, or you might be seeing things in a very sharp, crisp, stern type of way. Like I was saying earlier, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords type of vibe. You might be a little stricter than you normally are, calling things out. Okay, you might have a very sharp tongue in this time. You might be you might have an edge to you, is what I'm trying to say with this. But with the Lovers, it could also represent our personal relationships. There might be someone around you that you need to set straight, or just give them the truth, the honestness. So there could be a situation popping up that you need to rectify or you need to call out. This could be some sort of serious situation that you need to call out when we have this. That's the main vibe. Because as I've been saying since the beginning, I'm catching a stern type of vibe here. So we're going to go in on this King of Pentacles. And we'll see how the rest of this turns out. But let's see what's up with that King of Pentacles. I'm not going to talk about that front too much. It is what it is. For some of you, yeah, there could be some bitterness between you and another person. I'm feeling a lot of things off the front there. But let's see what's up with that King. Obviously, you only take what hits for you. Okay, we have the Page of Swords here underneath. That's another card that could represent you. Watch out for anyone that tries to like overtalk you or like try to lessen your stance about things with this Page of Swords. Because that's something I always feel. When I get like a page and a king or a queen and a king, I feel like somebody trying to stand over another or say, you know what, my opinion holds more weight. Don't let anybody do that to you. Don't let anybody talk down to you in this time, even if like it does tie in with the beginning where you're voicing an opinion, because there is a possibility of that, like somebody saying like, no, listen, I know more. I got this. I'm the expert here. Watch out for that. Okay, now the Page of Swords, if that's a card that doesn't represent you, and interestingly, we have two cards right along the bottom that could represent Gemini or another air sign with this page. It's a messenger. Okay, it is also the watcher of the tarot deck, the analyzer, the strategist. So we're getting little callbacks to this stuff we had going on here. This could be somebody trying to make a plan. So you might be trying to plan your way into this King of Pentacles mode. Try to evolve from a page into king type of energy. You get what I mean? So you might have a future focus, but it was making me feel that first intuitive thing that you might run into certain people that try to overtalk you or minimize your opinion. Don't let anybody do that in this time. We're going to go in on the Seven of Pentacles. And yeah, we'll go through and do a quick little recap here. Interesting. Okay, I feel like that's only for a small sect of Geminis here, but let's see what's up with the Seven of Pentacles. Why is it here for my Gemini friends? Before we do the recap in the shadow card. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. I'd say that's a good thing. And I just want to point this out, Gemini, 4 of the 6 cards are air. That's an element you are very used to. Now, the 8 of Swords, some of you might feel like there's a situation or something that's keeping you trapped or held back. Like there might be something or someone or some situation that's keeping you held back and you're just waiting to spread those wings and fly. That's what I'm feeling here. Like you might need a release of some sort. Now, for a portion of you, that could represent the karmic circle we were talking about. There might be some sort of karmic circle coming to an end that will make you feel like you've been set free. Okay, with this 8 of Swords in reverse, that's a good thing. This back end of the spread is a very, very good thing. The 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords reverse. Okay, that's the chickens coming home to roost. That's people getting their just desserts. And to me, that is like something you may have been waiting for a very long time, finally coming through and feeling set free. Okay, so let's go through and do a quick little recap. Of course, it could mean other things, but the 8 of Swords in reverse says this active mind and air energy isn't negative. But let's go through and do this quick little recap because, like I said, we got a lot of different things going on, a lot of possible situations popping up. In position number 1, we have the Ace of Swords with the Lovers in reverse. Somebody might take you outside of yourself. Like if you're a calm, serene type of individual, a patient individual, there might be somebody that steps on your toes and catches a tongue lashing. This could be representative of a serious situation that you might need to set straight. Or you might just give it to someone straight, honest, no games, no nonsense. Moving to the center, we got the King of Pentacles with the Page of Swords in the upright. Beware of any individual that's trying to minimize your opinions. Don't let anyone overtalk you or belittle you with an energy like this. But for a portion of you, this could be you trying to plan your way into that King of Pentacles mode, like evolve yourself, mature in some kind of way. So it's not necessarily bad. Moving to the back end, we got the 7 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords in reverse. Your patience might be paying off in some kind of way. Or some of you might feel trapped and you want to spread your wings. This is a freeing type of energy, but there is a waiting period involved. Okay, so if you are feeling trapped, if you are feeling restricted, like something or someone's keeping you like held down in some kind of way, this is good. This says in the end, everything will be okay and things will pay off for you. So please take a screenshot. We're going to get you a shadow card here. And as I always say, if that doesn't hit for you, it's all good. You could check your moon, your rising, all those things. But let's get one card out here for Gemini, please. What's going on for my friends? And yeah, with the Shadowland Tarot, I love the art style of it. It's a little spooky. So even if we get a positive card, since we're pulling this for shadow work, I'm going to give you the inverse meaning. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's see what we got here for Gemini, please. Thank you. Okay, we got the 3 of Cups. Interesting. Now, usually this is a big card of merriment, happiness, joyous occasions, celebrating. Okay, so a lot of you might have things like that on the docket, but there is always a warning. This could be someone in your life that has issues with overindulgence. This could be someone in your life that has substance issues. That's a big thing with the 3 of Cups when we look at the darker side of it, someone that parties too much. So if that sounds like somebody in your life, they could be represented here within the shadows. There might be situations that pop up with them. Now, this could also represent weird, funky group dynamics you're going to want to watch out for in this time, like more than 2, obviously with the 3, but I don't always lean on that. For some of you, it could even represent little bouts of depression because usually this is a happy, joyous card. In the reverse, it's someone who's not so happy. But I feel like the main thing here is watch out for any sorts of overindulgence when this shows up, okay? And any pleasure of the flesh. So Gemini, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the May subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the April subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab Monday, May 2nd. But for the May subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot Illuminati. You'll get the full kit if you're a lucky winner. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what other type of reading you would like to see from me, because I'll continue to do the weeklies, but I really want to mix it up and give you guys what you want. And yeah, after that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of May, I'll put the winners in my community tab, my friends. Much love to you, and I'll see you next time.